It's fall. You want to dress cozy and cute and wear outfits that look like this and this and this, but currently you struggle to because you're short. You're under 5'3", not fun size, because personally that phrase gives me the ick, but ultimately you're petite. And when you're petite, it can just be really tough to dress cozy and layer up in the fall and winter. The clothes are more so wearing you versus you wearing the clothes. Outfits can look more frump than chic, and it can just really be hard to strike that perfect balance. However, I want to tell you that it's possible, and more importantly, I want to show you how to do it. Welcome to A Short Girl's Guide on dressing cozy and chic in the fall. Hey guys, it's Jess. What's up? Welcome back. I hope you're all having a beautiful day so far. It has been a minute since I have done a petite themed video, and I'm so excited because with the autumnal weather starting to creep in, today's video topic is perfect. It could not be more relevant. And you know it's autumn when this shirt comes out. If you guys have followed me for a couple years, you know this shirt. Welcome back to this shirt. So I asked the other day over on my Instagram what petite videos you guys were interested in, and I got a plethora of responses. So thank you to everyone who sent in video suggestions. Some of the topics are definitely going to be specific videos, but a lot of what you guys sent me ended up culminating into this video topic. I think this is a really good all-encompassing one that a lot of us kind of struggle with during this time of year. How to look good, how to look chic, really dress for fall and crispy weather without losing not only your style, but also, like I said, your frame. If you want to check out anything that I recommend or share, I will have links to everything down below in the description box. And I also will have things linked over on my Shop My and my Like to Know It. I have been trying to be a linking queen lately. And if you enjoy this video and you want to see more like it, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below to join the family. And with that, let's get into it. Now, the key point of styling a petite body type all comes down to effectively one word: balance. Now, balance with petite styling is exemplified in quite a few ways. The first of which being skin versus clothes, or utilizing clothes to create the illusion of a breakage. Second, balancing oversized with fitted or structured pieces. This one is not ironclad. There are exceptions. There's a lot of flexibility when it comes to personal styling, but it is a good place to start. Balance of proportions, number 3. This is another one that's a good rule of thumb to stick to, but it's not like concrete. What I like to stick to, and a lot of petite stylists like to stick to, is a 1/3, 2/3 rule. Breaking an outfit into thirds, it helps the petite stature from being overwhelmed. I find that this formula just looks so good on a petite frame, and it very much helps in the quest that many of us petites are on to look like you have longer legs. Lastly, and probably most importantly, with balance, is understanding your body and how it's broken up. Everyone is so different, so not every tip is going to be one catch-all. So it's important to understand your body and how it's broken up, and then take the tip, tweak it, adjust it, and then applying the tip will make a world of difference. For example, you and I might be the same height. I'm 5'1", but how 5'1" looks on me might look entirely different to how 5'1" looks on you. My 5'1" looks like a larger bust, a shorter torso, and longer legs. However, on you, maybe you have a smaller bust, a longer torso, and shorter legs. So for me, I've recently come to the realization that I don't particularly love how high-waisted jeans look on me. High-waisted jeans just sit too high on me. Most times, it kind of just chops my torso even shorter, and my bust kind of just sits right on the waistline. So with this realization, I've been leaning for pants with styles in the more mid-rise to low-rise, whereas someone who has that longer torso and shorter legs maybe wants to stick with a more high-rise silhouette to kind of achieve that 2/3, 1/3 split, or to kind of balance out or elongate the appearance of their legs. It's likely that a high-rise jean or pant might be a better fit. Out the gate, one of the most helpful things to do is to look for stores that have petite lines. This is then like an automatic guarantee for success. The sleeve lengths will be shorter, the hems will fall where you want. However, if you ever find something that you adore that isn't petite friendly and currently the fit is just not fitting, always remember that you can get it tailored to fit your frame better. let's talk pants. Good keywords to search for or things to keep an eye out for when shopping or thrifting are ankle, cropped, petite, and short. My current favorite petite jeans, the A Goldie 90s straight leg jean. I really like these. They sit like a little bit higher than I would like them to sometimes, kind of just depending where I am with weight fluctuations or where I'm at in my cycle, but I really like the fit. I love the quality and I like the overall structure and the fabric's weight. I think it just pairs really nicely with a lot more cozier or oversized type of things. I also really like the Saison Le Crop jeans. Like the name implies, they are a crop jean that either hit cropped if you're taller, but if you're petite, they hit right at the ankle. Le Crop is a high-waisted, pretty fitted and structured pair of jeans. I would definitely recommend going up a size. The leg style of this definitely leans more towards a slight flare. Another favorite is a very recent purchase, but I love these. And to me, they are already recommendation worthy, and that is the Everlane Utility Barrel Pant. I find these comfy. I like where they hit. They have a slight bit of tapering, as the name suggests, but it's not like the Free People ones where the barrel is really barreling, very cowboy-esque. They hit slightly high-waisted, kind of in between mid-rise and high-rise. I recommend them. I really like them. In the same order that I placed for those pants, I also got the midway jean from Everlane, and these ones I've only lightly played with so far. I do need to hem them maybe about half an inch, but so far from styling at home, great first impressions. I do quite like them. I like the structure, I like the fit, I like that they're mid-rise, and I like that they're a straight leg but semi-wide leg. For trousers, I like the Reformation petite trousers. These I would recommend sizing up in. They run very fitted, but the length is great. I like the drape, I like the fabric's weight. I have them in this really pretty kind of Kalmata olive shade, and I think they style beautifully. Last potential trouser recommendation is this pair from COS. I ordered these. I have not received them yet, but a creator that I follow, Old Loser in Brooklyn, Mandy, very recently, she was highly recommending this pair of trousers, and she said they're petite friendly, and I really liked how they looked on her. I thought they were really gorgeous. I'm excited for those. I don't have any personal experience with them yet, but I really trust Mandy's opinion and recommendations. So if you want to take my recommendation for a recommendation of a recommendation. Now, specific things to look for that make a big difference. Outerwear with belts. This is such a game changer because the belt helps define your frame and gives structure to the overall look and silhouette of your outfits. So what I like to do when I have it open is I like to tie the belt in the back to pull back some of that excess fabric. Number 2, hemline. I personally find that it's best when it falls right around the back of your knee to mid-calf. If it's longer than mid-calf, I find that it tends to look overwhelming and you really can just drown in the coat. Thing number 3, the shoulders lining up. I do know that this is a specific design detail that sometimes brands choose to add in clothing pieces. When there are seams on your clothing, that typically defines the silhouette or the shape of the piece. So having it go past your shoulder, oftentimes, you guessed it, overwhelm your frame. All this to say, it's a good rule of thumb to have the shoulders line up. Fourth and final thing to look for, based on my body type, a petite busty frame, 5'1" with a 32E bust, I typically favor when the neckline of an outerwear piece has more of a V style versus being fully enclosed. Again, I just find that it typically tends to balance out really nicely versus when you have that fully enclosed neckline. It's not necessarily 100% of the time, but it is a solid chunk of the time. So if you also have a petite busty body type, I would definitely recommend trying out different outerwear pieces and seeing what kind of neckline you like. What kind of neckline a piece has is definitely crucial when you're styling. Let's talk about the seasonal staple of sweaters. I would recommend looking for sweaters with a cropped hemline. And I am not talking about a cropped. I do not like crop sweaters. That is not my thing, but rather a sweater that falls right around the top of your hip to mid-hip. The reason that this is good is, one, you can either wear it untucked and it falls at a really nice length to where your frame is not getting swallowed up, or it has just enough excess fabric at the base so you can lightly tuck the sweater into your bottoms without having a crazy amount of fabric to deal with. Another great thing to look for are sweaters with a ribbed hem. The look and size of the ribbed hem can vary, and the reason that this is nice to have, especially as a petite, where that hem lays is going to be where your natural waistline is. And oftentimes when it comes to petite styling tips, one of the first steps is to define your waistline. So having a piece that just naturally pulls the fabric of the garment up to sit at your natural waistline is really handy. And last but certainly not least, boots and shoes. Found that boots that hit right under the knee tend to work fabulously on a petite frame. However, Anything over the knee really tends to overwhelm a petite frame. A pointed toe is always going to make your legs look longer. A rounded toe definitely doesn't really do as much. It kind of just keeps it as it is. I'm not saying they're bad at all. I own many a rounded toe pair of shoes, and they really do and can style beautifully. I'm just sharing the full range of information so you have it. And then a square toe kind of splits the difference depending on shoe height, color, style. I do love a square toe. I think it's interesting. I think it's fun. All right, how to style. Running through how to style different fall essentials. I am a big connoisseur in the oversized sweaters and sweatshirts realm because they are a more full type of piece. To pair them with either a structured bottom or a bottom with a shorter hemline. A structured pair of jeans, a tailored pair of trousers, and an example of oversized with a shorter hemline piece, a mini skirt. I particularly favor when it's styled with tights as well. I think that just looks so chic, so fall. When it comes to petite styling, of course, it's always helpful to define and balance out the top from bottom. Trench coats and long line coats can be really, really tricky. The details of the piece really, really matter. So I'm gonna show you two examples. A trench coat that I have that is not belted, is more a general hanging shape, which I'm not gonna lie, this is a tricky piece to style when it comes to petite styling because there is no inherent shape, there is no inherent structure, and you really have to play around to get the kind of look that you might want. So styling can be done, it just takes a lot more intentionality and effort. However, this other trench coat inherently has a lot more structure and a lot more shape. It has a belt so you can get that extra definition. The neckline is a peak lapel so you get this nice defined v-neck even if you were to button up the coat. And finally, the hemline falls at a nice place. So with this trench coat as compared to the first one, this is a much easier trench coat to grab and go with. And to close out this video, our final petite tips. There are times where I de-gaff about all of this and I'm just like, I don't care about having long legs today. Overwhelm me with the fabric, I don't care. So seriously, do whatever you want. Do what makes you feel confident. If you want to have the look of elongated legs, you want a good classic outfit, these tips are fabulous. If there are times where you're just like, meh, I don't care, then skip it. That's cool too. A thing that I live by, if it does not feel good, don't wear it. It doesn't matter if it's popular, if it's not your thing, don't wear it. What I always want you guys to take away from my channel, I want you guys to look good, but also, more importantly, feel good. Like one should not go without the other. They should be hand in hand, they should be besties, because what is the point of looking good if you don't feel good? If you don't feel comfortable and confident in what you're wearing, what's the point? I am a firm believer that fashion should be fun, style should be fun, and you should wear something because you like it and because it makes you feel good. Thus, you look good. You look so much better in an outfit when you are enjoying the outfit. There's nothing worse than putting on an outfit that theoretically looks good, but you don't feel good in, because then the rest of the day you're just uncomfy. So wear something else that you feel good in, you feel confident in, because when you feel good, you look good. If you look good, you should feel good. Next, very similarly, go by fit and feel, not tag size. There's so many times when something is my quote unquote tag size and then it does not fit, whether it's because of my bust, my petite frame, my shorter torso, my arms. I think one of my biggest pet peeves in the entire world just might be armholes and arms on certain clothing. Why do so many companies make the armholes and the arms so tight? What is that about? I hate it. I want to look good, but I also want to feel good. And if I'm stressed out and uncomfortable all day because the armholes are too tight, then that is not the piece for me. Fit and feel all day, every day, over tag size. I think as women, we forget how often our bodies can shift around seasonally, honestly through the months as well. Busy at work, traveling, going through a life change. If you've been exercising more, if you've been exercising less, having an irregular cycle. To me, it's only if you have massive weight fluctuations, then that could be something to check in with your doctor. But just shifting around in your body and having things be a little bit different month to month, season to season, that's really common, and it's something I deal with and encounter quite a bit as well. So with this in mind, if it's ever in your budget, something that I think is like a game changer, if you ever find a jean or a pair of pants that you really, really like, which is like the hardest part of weight fluctuation, my little recommendation, my hack, if it's in your budget, buy your normal size and then also your next size up. Because like I said, the body fluctuates, and instead of getting frustrated that clothes are not fitting during a season of life, instead make the clothes fit you and reach for your other pair of pants in your other size. And if there's ever time where the opposite happens, all you gotta do is put on your normal size and add a belt, and you're good to go. I really want you guys to take in the idea that clothes are meant to fit you, not us fitting into the clothes. You should have clothes in your closet that you love to wear and that you feel comfortable and confident in. Style should be fun, and you should feel good and look good in what you're wearing. And that's a wrap on today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys got a lot out of it. Again, recommendations, links to everything will be down in the description box. And if you have any tips or favorite places you like to shop, definitely make sure to share those below as well. I will have a regular fall outfit video coming in the nearest future, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Other videos I'm thinking of doing in the near future, I think I've talked about this before, I've just been kind of intimidated to fully take it on. New York City vlogs, I really want to do it, especially for fall. If you have been a longtime viewer of my channel, you guys know I love fall. I love fall so much. I'm so excited to just experience my first fall living in New York City. And it's definitely something I want to look back on and of course also share with you guys. So I want to start doing a weekly vlog here on my channel and then splitting it with the usual fashion and lifestyle. I think it'll be a really fun way to post more, but also share kind of just more of my life with you guys. Cozy type of vlogs, whether they're at home or around the city. And I really hope you guys like what's to come next. I'm really excited about it, and I hope you will be too. And if not, that's totally okay. If you're here, if you're watching, first and foremost, thank you so much for sticking around and for watching my videos and for showing up even when I haven't been posting as much. I really appreciate you guys so endlessly. I kind of lost my groove for a bit, and I think I'm working towards it every day that I have my groove back. So here we are. Welcome to a new chapter, the next season. I don't know what season we're on, but welcome to the next one. Make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications on so you do not miss a thing. I am seriously buzzing with excitement. If you would like to keep up with me throughout the week and see more of the day-to-day, the in-betweens, you guys can find me on both TikTok and on Instagram at Jessica Neistadt. I would love to see you there. Once again, really love and appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.
Come here, Beepsy Lou. Hi. Hi, baby. How you been?